Angus is a street artist whose work I've been familiar with for a while now. I don't remember the year or the exact piece, but what I do remember is he signed his name with an Anarchy A, and I'm always going to remember something like that. He has a style that stands out figuratively and literally, and for me it's dope to see other techniques and methods in street art, and Angus is definitely bringing that. He is one for the gamers, and especially retro gamers. Looking into his style, imagine he got into Fall Guys or Apex Legends. Oh my lord. Another great name in the scene, and I hope you guys can enjoy the video. Remember, every time someone subscribes to my channel, a kid gets a spray can, and every time someone doesn't, a spray can jams up and blocks up on a kid, so be sure to follow. And this piece here, this really does split the generations. Whether you kind of prefer a Bender or an R2-D2, I think is going to relate to your age. I think obviously Bender is clearly the supreme robot. Don't at me, don't challenge this, don't want to see you in my DMs, it's just what it is. He has more than one medium, but in this video I'll show you his tile work. He has a lot of other stuff as well, but I'll focus on the Bristol area. He uses these super dope tiles to give his projects depth and a certain physical quality spray cans can't produce by themselves. The downside would be people popping them off the wall and stealing them. I mentioned earlier about the gaming side of his work and the heavy use of retro gaming, which is so nostalgic, and I love that. It makes me think of my childhood and the first game that I completed, which was Zelda: A Link to the Past. Shout out to all those that play that. His art inspires memories from my childhood, so if you ask me, that's probably how you know you've got a great style, because you're arousing old memories. The first person I seen with this style, he was Space Invader, and his work was popping up all over in France. There is something lovely about ceramic tiles that I can't quite put my finger on. Maybe because for me, it's an indoor technique, so bringing them outside has just made it like that much nicer. He draws from pop culture too, Angus, and he puts famous characters in unfamiliar places. He also makes art for current situations, and he made a great COVID-19 sign, and also, would be a big favourite of mine obviously, would be the Black Lives Matter fist, which he put down on the plinth. But he had to have it removed because apparently it was causing offence. Not only does he make fun and has distinct pieces, but also political and social conscious works too. His website has a couple of paragraphs which explains how he started as an artist in 2015 and is completely self-taught, which is so dope and inspiring to hear. Also, I believe since 2015 he's been at Upfest nearly every single year too. Angus has a website which is worth visiting, and the link will be in the description below, along with his Facebook, Twitter and his Instagram. I use Instagram the most, as you regular subscribers know, so it's handy that he posts there quite a bit. This year he also received his first cease and desist, which I imagine is a copyright from Disney or Nintendo. Both have legal teams whose wages are equal to a third world country's GDP. Lots of posts to scroll through on Insta, and he was out and about during lockdown getting some really great shots with his work in a barren Dean Lane, and he kept busy with good ideas and projects. I found a lot of work in the Weston-super-Mare area in his socials, on especially Instagram, and Amber said to me, why don't you take a train down or get a bus down to Weston? And I've always thought of this series of videos as it has to kind of be within the Bristol city limits. That's the only reason why. Even though Weston is like a stone's throw, and arguably it is the seaside resort for Bristol, I felt like it's got to be within the city limits to make it in the video. It's why I didn't go up to Cheltenham and get some footage, and there were some really great pieces. Another big name in the scene, and one whose art is different and funky, leading me to be excited whenever I find a new one. I've also wanted to play Mario the whole time I've spent making this video. An artist I've not met yet, but one I hope to meet in the future, and for one to discuss art, and the second to see his high scores on any game. I think Angus would be the one I asked to help me make Funko Pops out of all the Bristol artists, something for everyone to collect. Thanks for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to do Hazard 1 and Dazcat next, so they're ones to look out for, and you got Piece of the Week every Wednesday, don't forget. Hey, thank you to all the loyal subscribers, you guys are the boss, and hey to all the new ones.